The Trump administration is intensifying its crackdown on illegal immigration. To track migrants who may not be here legally, Immigration and Customs Enforcement will gain access to personal data for millions of Medicaid enrollees, including undocumented migrants. CBS's Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins me now. Camilo, so whose information will be shared and what kind of information will be shared?
Good evening, John. Just to level set, immigrants who are here in the country illegally are not eligible, generally speaking, for full Medicaid coverage. Legal immigrants, some of them are, including legal permanent residents, green card holders. However, anyone, irrespective of their legal immigration status or lack thereof, is eligible for emergency care through Medicaid. And what we are told now by this reporting from the Associated Press is that ICE and HHS have brokered an agreement to allow immigration authorities to access Medicaid information for the purposes of immigration enforcement, to identify and arrest people who are suspected of being in the country illegally. According to the AP, this data and information includes personal details, including addresses, social security numbers, and names of people enrolled in Medicaid. We should underscore, however, that out of the about 79 million people enrolled in Medicaid, or CHIP, the Children's Health Insurance Program, only about 6% are eligible non-citizens, John.
What's the effect likely to be, Camilo, in the immigrant community to this news?
Well, the consensus among public health experts and advocates, John, is that this will deter immigrants in the U.S. legally and illegally from accessing critical care that they need, including emergency care. The emergency fund through Medicaid that I mentioned covers life-threatening situations and also labor and delivery for pregnant women. So it could affect vulnerable populations. But the Department of Homeland Security is saying in a statement that the reason the Trump administration is doing this is to prevent people who are in the country illegally, John, from accessing Medicaid.
15 seconds, Camilo. There's a lawsuit about arrests made at courthouses. What can you tell us about that?
Well, one of the ways that ICE has been ramping up and expanding immigration arrests across the country in recent months is by going into courthouses and arresting asylum seekers and others who are showing up to hearings that the government, John, told them to attend. And now a lawsuit is challenging that policy on the grounds that it is illegal and deterring people from complying with the immigration process.
Camilo Montoya-Galvez, thank you so much, Camilo.